like and subscribe to the channel.
Hello and welcome to day 4 of the 13 days of Craftoween. How is everybody doing today? There, I clicked it, but it didn't move. So welcome in, everybody. I do want to say hello to Miss Nerdy and Miss Jen and ASMR and Danielle, and Miss Sandy Matulis is in the house too. Welcome in, and of course Miss Maureen. I'm scrolling back up. Sorry, I missed a couple of names on my first run through. We also have Miss Maureen Pryor in the house as well. So welcome in, everybody. Hello, Miss Ilka. Hello, hello. I am so happy that you guys are here with me again today. We are going to be, again, today is day 4. We're going to be doing this all the way to the end of the month. I am playing, is that not on? Why did that not turn on? First off, this did not turn on like it was supposed to, and it's not working. Okay, my horizontal chat thingy is not working for some reason. And why are my emote things not popping up on my screen? Or did they and I not see it? I don't see them on my screen. Okay. Let's try resetting things again. That is showing up, so that's good. Let me turn off that and turn it back on. I know it's working because I have the chat working, so that should be working. I don't know why my emotes are not, I don't know why the emote wall's not working. If you guys want to keep on trying, I would be happy to see that. Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I am sore. The rage room was a blast. I think I need to do that too. Yeah, I was cleaning my desk this morning. Hey Tigger, dancing feet. Go ahead, dance feet.
I already did.
Okay, so we did it again. Thank you, Jen. So anyway, I was cleaning my desk, and what do? I spill water all over the place because I hit my glass. Luckily, it did not fall on the floor, so it is still intact. So that is good. And we had a towel in the room. Why, I don't know. But we had a towel, so I was able to clean it all up. Okay, so that was kind of the start of my day. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at what's in the box. So here we have the box. The lighting is not quite right again. Let me adjust that a little bit. Make it a little bit darker so that the ISO's not totally off the scale. Here's the box. And just like I showed you guys the last few days, because we are doing this every day, we are going to be doing either a video or a live stream showing the next bit in this fabulous little box. the 13th day of Craft-o-ween through the end of the month. Right now, I'm going to try to do live streams for every day. So I'm going to try that. You guys have to let me know what you think and if you like it. I do know that sometimes, although I'm trying, I love all the interaction. I absolutely love it. But it isn't always everybody's cup of tea. So if you are watching on the replay, just know if things go crazy on the screen, it's because the people that are in the chat, they love to play. I've set some stuff up so they can play in here and they can troll me as much as they want, and they know this. But you can always fast forward through it, or you can always skip ahead. That is totally fine. I have no problem with that. Just know that it may happen because this is a live stream, and on my live streams, I like to make it fun for everybody that is in the chat to be able to kind of interact with me while I'm crafting. I know not everybody does that, but I love it. Like what Danielle Vegas just did. She just decided to add our little snail to go across, our little snail mail snail, which I need to make some more of those. Have you peeked at all of them, or are you waiting? Thank you for that comment, Miss Leslie, because I have not. These are not opened yet. So this is basically the same way that it was in the box. So we're going to see what happens again today. I do sometimes go and look and see what other people have done, but I don't always have time. Okay, ASMR wants to know if they have been naughty or nice. So they're going to ask Santa. And Santa says, yay, you have been nice. Okay. Once Santa's done, we're going to go ahead and look at this. Such willpower. I know, right? Well, I do have a lot of things I still need to play with. And yeah, I just love all the things that are Spellbinders anyway. And this little collection, so far, I am absolutely loving it. So, why did the kitty not go? And, oh, there it is. Okay, it was late. And the emote wall is working. Yes, there is a delay on it. I'm happier now. Yes, and we have our zombie. I'm going to drink some of my coffee because y'all are going crazy already. Okay, first thing I want to do is show the folks that have not already looked at the previous videos on this what is actually in the box. Looking at the box, you can see a little bit of an idea on the back. And it includes 13 days of dyes. I believe it's all dyes. Don't hold me that. It also has this fun pack of orange and purple sequins, which now lets me think that my lighting is not quite right. There, I think this might be better. Okay, so we've got some sequins. We've also got this fun stamp set with lots of sentiments for our cards. We've got Hope Your Halloween is to Die For. Enter if you dare. Ooh, I think I want to use that one. Not today, but on another card that I'm planning. Okay. Trick or Treat, You're So Sweet. We used that one yesterday. Have a Bone Rattling Halloween. Creeping It Real this Halloween. Monstrously Fun Wishes. Wishing you a mysterious Halloween night. Cheers to Spooky Sips. Happy Halloween. Have a fantastic night. Magic and mischief awaits. Positively pumpkin-tastic. I want a piece of you. Have a treat-filled night. Stay spooky, boo, and have a hauntingly good time. I love these sentiments. It's going to be great for tons of different cards, not just the things created with this, but each of our little packets with our dies also gives you an example of what you can do. And so far, I've been sticking kind of close to those. Here are the 3 cards we have done so far, because today is day 4, which means we have done day 1. We have done day 2. And then we have done day 3. So yesterday we made this fun potion bottle, a poison bottle. Could be a potion bottle. This one's poison. You see the skull and crossbones. But we made it into a little shaker. Yes. So fun. Okay. And the sentiments we used so far were have a fantastic night. Perfect for our little Dracula. Wishing you a mysterious Halloween night, because you know that crow does, that raven, I have to say raven because it's a raven. That raven does look a little bit mysterious. And then a Trick or Treat, You're So Sweet, because what would be sweeter than a bottle of poison? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do now day 4. So here we go. I have already pre-cut, believe it or not, my magnetic sheet that I'm going to be using to hold my dies. And so for day 4, let's see what's in there. Oh, thank you so much, Jen. Jen says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, honey. And I don't know why my Social Stream Ninja chat is so lagged because it's still not on there. Okay, so on the front, we've got this cute image. Now, the image on the front does not match the dies. I have noticed that it does not match. But when we open it up, oh, I think we know what sentiment we're going to be using. We're going to be using I Want a Piece of You. So this one is a super cute little ghost eating a pizza. That is fun. Oh my goodness. Oh, and it does have the pieces. It's like this piece here is for the drippy cheese. Is for the hello, Miss Jennifer. Welcome in. It's for the drippy cheese. I think this one's like for the crust. So we've got 3 layers. This one would be the brown for the crust. This one would be the red for the pepperoni. And then we have this one for the yellow for the cheese. So this is going to be super cute. Now, one thing I've been wanting to play with, because I just got them in from Miss Amanda at Pearblossom Press, which you guys know, yesterday I shared a video showing the new A7, and we did use the A7 T-square on yesterday's card. But I got something else from her. I got in some of these. I also got in more wobbles. Those are the mini action wobbles. And she sent me some of these humongous ones, which might be right size for that. So I'm going to let you guys pick which one you want us to do with our ghost. So I'm going to do, this one's going to be another interactive card. So we can either do the stamp and slide, which means I think I'll make him spin, because that's one of the things you can do with it. So it can make him spin, or we can use an action wobble on there. And maybe I'll even pull out the googly eyes. That would look cute on our little ghost, wouldn't it? Sandy is already voting for small wobbles. I think I am going to put that one in as a poll. I mean, we're not going to do it for a little bit. And I went ahead and, because all of these are Halloweeny, I went ahead and picked out, luckily it's a good one for this one. I picked out one of my textured panels that I made a while back. We are doing a class on Saturday to show how to make textured. This one's not as pretty, but this is like a 3rd generation, 2nd generation stamping, something like that. But making some spin and googly eyes, says Jen. So making some textured backgrounds, we're going to learn how to do that so you can make some more for your cards. So yeah, that's going to come up on Saturday. If you haven't already signed up for the class, let me find that real quick. I'm just going to give you guys the thing. Effects, chat. This one should be the right one. Yes, that is the right one. So that one is going to be all about adding texture to your cards. And one of the techniques we're going to go over is this one that I did using a stamp. And this one's not as clear, but it's still kind of creepy and cool and be great for a Halloween background because it's behind our main image. Okay, got that. Get that out of the way. Let's go ahead and put our little dies onto my magnetic sheet. I kind of like this too. They've got a second layer for the ghost so that you can have a little color differentiation without having to do any coloring unless you want to. Little pumpkin. Oh, the pumpkin is friggin' adorable. Oh, one thing with the stamp and slide, this one's the stamp and slide that Amanda also sent me, were sticky spots, which are basically glue dots. Glue dots are what she recommends for holding everything together with those, with the snap and spin. So I'm excited about getting to use those. So if I don't use it today, it will be coming up on a video really soon. Okay. So we got these. Also, I mentioned yesterday that if you have limited space and you don't have a bigger die cutting machine like my Platinum 6, which is kind of the medium size, you can use your small ones. So I pulled out my little, yeah. I told you guys it was kind of tucked back behind things, but I pulled out my Simon Hurley Spellbinders Platinum Scout. It comes with same platforms that my bigger one does. And I went ahead and got some magic mats, and I've got a magnetic magic mat in here somewhere, but I'm probably not going to need to use it. Has this one been, yes, this one has been used. Okay. So this is what I'm going to use to do my die cutting today. Stay. Okay. First off, what we need is, look at the cat. That cat is looking, let me see how it is. They didn't even put the cat on here, but we have a kitty in this set. We have a little kitty. I think I want to do, I'm going to do the ghost first. Let's do the ghost. I may do a few cuts of that. Let's see, where's I put some, I've been die cutting for another project. So I have some cardstocks. That's where I put the other ones. There we go. But I've been doing a little bit of die cutting this morning for another project that I need to get done. And I'm loving the ideas. I've told y'all that the way that my brain tends to work is I will start die cutting and start putting things together, and then the ideas just kind of roll together, right? So that's kind of what happened with this other one, where I'm going to be recording the video, but as I'm working, it's like, what if I do this? What if I do that? I haven't started recording yet. All I did is the die cutting, but now I'm ready. So yeah, we have a little black cat going across the screen. I don't really want my ghost to be flat and straight. Well, this is probably not going to be that big a deal. Okay, got that. And I just thought of something. I need to get another one of my foam thingies for this one, because I'm pretty sure it will fit. I still have this to the side. I'm pretty sure it'll fit on the Scout too. So I need to get another one of the little foam things to go on this guy. That'll be cool. Because this is real easy to do anyway, but the foam, I realize, because I've been using it on my other one, that it just feels so much nicer on my hand. Okay, so now we have one little ghost. Look at him. He's adorable. I think I'm going to cut out actually a couple of these. Ooh, I know what I'm going to do. I told y'all also that I want to use vellum more, so let's grab out some vellum. Hey, Stephanie, you're not really all that late, honey. We are only about 20 minutes in, and we're just getting started. So we've got this cute little ghost. Look at what we got today. We have, I want a piece of you. He's so cute. I'm going to cut out a couple of ghosts out of vellum. We had just had some spooky ghosts haunting our stream. Ooh. You guys haven't done that one in a while. But Leslie got me with the ghosts. It's like, why do I have that sound? I forgot about the sound. Let's see how it cut. Oh, yes. Look at that. Okay, I have my tweezers. Where's my tweezers? I want my other tweezers. I don't want to use these. So we have this cute little vellum ghost that's going to go over that background. It's going to be fabulous. I'm going to do a couple of them. So we can have multiples. Yeah, the vellum is going to be really cool on this little ghosty. But that's not the one that's going to get popped up. Remember, we're going to either use the snap and slide, or we're going to use a action wobbler, or we could do a little pop-up with some cardstock. Could do that too. I am going to try to do more interaction active cards. Also, if you flip it over, we've got them facing two different directions. That is so cool. Okay, let's take a look and see what we've got so far. So if I have these guys kind of in the background.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
And Jen thinks that the ghost needs to be cut from foam to make it puffy. Well, I could do that. Actually, even not necessarily foam. I don't know if I've got some white glitter foam, but I'm thinking glitter cardstock. I did that on the last ghosts. I kind of like that idea though. Let's see what I have in this little thing. So I have some foam, glitter foam, but they're not the right color. So I've got some pinks left. But there's no, where's it? I don't have any in this thing. So that means that it's in a different thing. Where did I put? Here we go. Here's some of my old glitter cardstock. So you guys think foam, or do you think it needs to be actually cutting through foam? I don't know if I want to do that. I could do it on foam. So here's some foam, but it's not really going to add a whole lot to it. We can try it. Or I could do glitter. Let me grab the die again. There's the die. And this is some foam from Doris. I think I got it at Michael's, and I think I still have quite a bit left actually, because I don't use it very often. But it doesn't always want to cut through. So Stephanie is saying glitter would be good too. Sandy said vellum. We've already got vellum, but the thing is, I can't do the main one in vellum if I'm going to have it as an interactive element. Doesn't mean that you would have to do it as vellum, okay? Okay, that one did cut through okay. Awesome. So now we have, here is the issue. I don't really know why it did that. I've got some additional little pieces that kind of, see that? I don't know why those are there. They're not on the die. They're not on here. I don't see them on the foam. I'm going to have to cut another one and make sure. There are a couple little dents there, so maybe that's from something else. So let's cut out another one. Here's another thing. Since I'm cutting it out of foam, I can always use this to pop up a ghost on another card. And we are going to be doing more Halloween cards, so... Okay, let's see if this one turns out better. There's also adhesive on here, so it was trying to stick. Nope, this one did it too. I have no idea where those little divots are coming from, but it does show up on the foam on mine. I don't see where it should be there because it's not on the die. It's not on here. I mean, unless it's something to do with the inside of my little machine. The roller feels smooth. But this is just kind of weird. I don't know why it did that. I have no idea. Anywho, we can use this to basically give it additional dimension by popping it up, and that would be really cool. But I need to do it the other way. No, I can glue it on either way. Okay. Let's try it. Since you guys are wanting to be a little difficult and say, I want to do that. Let's see if I can find some more white or silver. I do have some more white. I think I still have some in my stash too somewhere. So we can do a little white ghosty in the glitter. And if you don't have glitter cardstock and you want to make glitter cardstock, Simon Hurley pastes, his Astro pastes are great for doing glitter. There's also other companies that have glitter cardstock, so those all work fabulously as well. As I've used Nuvo, and I think my Nuvo is kind of dried up because I didn't use it all. I want to know what's happening. Ruth, hey! Hey, we are doing day 4. She says, I want to know what's happening. Day 4, and it's this guy. I want a piece of you. That can work. Here's an issue with vellum in general. Okay, vellum, you can usually see the adhesive through. So you have to be strategic in how you decide to mount that down on your cardstock. Now these guys, since I'm going to be putting them behind the main image, I may have a couple places where I can kind of hide it. Or you can use the... What the heck? I can see that it's doing it again there. Oh, I know what it is. This has got cardstock on there. You see that? I haven't cleaned this off. We have some bits stuck on there. So I think that's what's causing some of the divots. It just shows up a lot more on the foam. Okay, so I just cleaned off all those little bits, so hopefully it won't do it anymore. But yes, you could put vellum over the top, but it's going to be where you have to figure out how are you going to glue it on so it's not shown, or so that it doesn't, so you don't see the adhesive. So we can try that on one of the foam ones. However, you were saying you were wanting it because it's going to look poofy. It's going to be, yeah, you wanted it before the foam look, and because we did, yeah, because it's, if we were to put anything over it, it's going to take away the look that you wanted to do for the foam. Sweetheart HSH, hello, welcome in. Okay, now I have a bunch of ghosts on my desk. So this piece here, this little piece here, is so that we can have basically a little shadow behind it. So we could do, I could do that actually. Let me see what that looks like with this. That would actually look cool if I do it with vellum behind the ghost. So I'm going to do these out of vellum too, especially since I have the vellum out. Stephanie says, hello, Todd. And she says, meow.
Now look, Buster.
And we have Miss Anne Marie.
Now what?
Probably.
Brother,
Hi,
what a way
Dabby.
to run a railroad. Now, as I was saying...
Hey, Miss Jana, welcome in. Oh, you like the idea of the vellum behind the ghosty? Yeah, that I think is going to look fabulous. We got ghosts again. So here's what it looks. This is the little piece that they gave us. So there it is. And you can position it however you want it to give a little bit of a shadow or a little bit of a translucent look behind it. So I've already got one. I do have I want to do at least one more because we've got our little sparkly ghost. Hey, Miss Ruth. She just said foam and it popped up. My sinuses are acting up again. I still have not had the time to clean my desk yet. Okay, so we've got it for both of those. Okay. Oh. This is an accidental placement. I do this a lot. I say an accidental placement and then I think, I kind of like that. So I kind of like these little guys flying in and out and then this one being kind of the main center point. But y'all need to tell me, do we want to go with glitter or do we want to go with just plain white cardstock? Ruth, you need to clean. I have dust. That's my problem. I have dust. I don't want to have dust. Hey, Miss Adeline, welcome in, honey. Okay, so for the banners, we've got a banner here that says, this says boo. Or it will say boo. It's got a B and two O's. So Stephanie said, if you use double-sided tape for the vellum, would that work? Yes and no. I've also got, because I've been using it a little bit, I've got artist tack and it will work. So we could do that. Only issue with that, and I think that's why I'm going to actually put these guys on, it does leave a little bit of a texture on there because it's kind of like a dot liner adhesive. If you've used the dot liner adhesive, it's little dots of adhesive. So those little dots can sometimes show through, but it's not real much, it's not a whole lot, and it is kind of a solid thing. You could also use a big thing of double-sided adhesive, which I could do also. I think that's a little bit more solid. So I've used a lot of different ways, so you just use what works best for you. You can also put something over the top in some area and just put it right there. And I think that's what's used more often than anything else. So Adeline says hello to Miss Ilka. Okay. Okay. My sinuses are not happy today. So I've kind of got multiple ideas for the same card. That is a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is we've got multiples, so I can make more later. It's not a big deal. I am going to go ahead and get my little ghosts done first, though, and then we will do a little bit more die cutting for the extra bits. And I can wrap this thing. I can hold this in one hand. That is just one of the coolest things. I do need that extra. Next order from Spellbinders, I got to get that extra handle, but I don't know when I'm going to order again because I just did it. Okay. So I'm putting adhesive down on the lower half because this is basically for the lower half of our ghost. And then let's see, where do we want it? I kind of want it a little bit off. So like that, I think looks really cool. And I'm not going to worry about the eyeballs. So now he's got a little bit of a vellum shadow. And we're going to do the same thing for our other ghosty, our plain cardstock one. Yeah, it goes that way. Okay. I was trying to remember which way it went. There we go. So Stephanie and Jen both say they like the idea of the glitter. I think they both are going to be... Ruth says hi to the passing by Todd. And Anne-Marie wants to know, does it exist? Does what exist? Leslie likes the vellum shadow. I love that. I'm glad I thought about that. Yeah. It's one of those things you don't really think about. I'm going to actually put this over the glitter one. This is basically like a kind of like a plasticky on the back, and vellum we know is plastic and is not wanting to adhere. It's wanting to kind of lift up, and I don't want it to lift up. Okay. They say hello. Oh, can I have a bite?
No.
We cooked flank steak last night on the grill, and we kind of our idea of fajitas, because we're both lazy, is the meat and cheese in a tortilla, and that's it. And the meat was good enough that you really didn't need anything additional. So that's what he's having for lunch. Is he's having leftovers, and he's not letting me have a bite of it. I have to wait until I get done with you guys. So I did see that Idolite is saying, did you see my card? If it's one that you posted yesterday, Idolite, I did see that one. I'll be sharing it on Tuesday. Announcements is probably that it's me. Yeah, that's what that one is. But if any of you guys are on our Discord and you want to check out the things early, go and take a look at the stream showcase. We've got new stuff in there. Elizabeth was wonderful and put something in here saying, all done, start here next time, so that I know where to start. And I think I may just use that one again each week. So we do have some new cards in there from Bethany and from Adelaide. And Adelaide, I love them. We will definitely be showing those next Tuesday and continue to add things in there. So it works out perfect. Okay. I'm going to refresh my Twitch stream because I don't know if I'm... Okay, I am live. Okay. For some reason, when I looked at the screen, it said I was offline. It's like, what? I shouldn't be. I haven't had any drop frames. It looks like everything should be fine. Okay, so we're probably going to use our glitter ghost. And I don't know if it's going to play it twice, but Leslie and Ruth just tried to do the ghost. I don't know if it's going to do it again. It may. So we have our glitter ghost. We have our little other ones. I think I need to cut out some more. I need to cut out a few more of those. Yeah, we need some more vellum ghosts on this. We're going to be having way too much stuff on here. The vellum ghosts are probably jealous because they want some of that pizza. Right? And the reason I'm cutting my vellum down is so that it's going to fit onto my smaller... my smaller mat here for doing the die cutting. Yeah, I thought I was done with the ghost. The ghost would make good... You know what I think would be cute? Oh, I have to do it. Hold, please. I have to do this. There is absolutely no... There's no choice. I'll be right back. Do y'all have any of this? This is Shrinky Dink plastic. This one's bright white. And since I have this out, I'm going to get out a piece of this. What font is that? Be right back. I'm going to have to look, but I think it is... I think it's the I'm trying to remember what it's called. I can look it up real quick. That one is called, because it's in my brain, and it is called, that's not what I wanted. I don't want to see the filter. I want to see the font. The font is, it says CF Halloween Regular. I was actually thinking of a different one, and that's probably because I saw a different one like yesterday or day before when I was putting that one together. There's also one that is from Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I can't remember what the name of that one is. Yeah, I like that. I like the drippy one. There's another one called Drips. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna cut out one of the little ghosts, or actually a couple of them, so that I can make earrings out of Shrinky Dink. So it'll be a smaller ghost, and I don't know how small. I think it's like half the size, maybe less. And Leslie says, "Oh, baby ghost, yes, right?" So there's one. This is so... I don't know why I don't think of doing some of these things. Well, that's like what I was saying. I think I said it on Tuesday. You could use some of this stuff, and if you have any of the artistry products, you could very well create your own artistry paper, sublimation paper, or for that matter, you can buy sublimation paper. But if you want to make sure that it's all you, something that you created, the whole thing, you can make some paper with the artistry paints and die cut whatever you want and put it on whatever you want, you know, as long as a polyester thing. So it didn't cut all the way through right here, so I'm just going to use my scissors, and nobody's going to know that I did that on these earrings. And I think I still have some of my jewelry supplies, because didn't we all at least at some point go through a point where you wanted to make charms? This would make a really cute charm too. So there's one. Let me cut another piece, because you got to do two, right? You can't do just one. And since these are white, it's going to be bright white. And I believe you can color on this stuff with regular alcohol markers, so you could do that too. So Adeline's checking to see if she's been good or not, and looks like she has not. Adeline's been naughty. Okay, let's go ahead and die cut that one again. I'm glad I can download parts of the video. Shrinky Dinks would make great earrings as well. I have 3 holes in my ear, so I would have of the mommy ghost and her babies. Well, that's what this is. This is all Shrinky Dink. So if you wanted to make bigger ones, like full size, you'd have to cut them out of something else. And there's only so many things that you can cut. You know, there's only a certain amount of thickness that you can do through a die cutting machine, which is why paper works so well. But it doesn't mean you can't create another one, say on your Cricut. You could cut some of this bigger on your Cricut to get another ghost design and cut it out on your Cricut. Where's my little scissors? Here's my little scissors. It's like this one little bit here does not want to cut through the plastic. Okay. And then I think, not 100% sure, but I think this might be too small. This one is like an 1/8 of an inch. Has anybody done this and know whether or not if I do 1/8 of an inch, is it going to actually create a hole that is big enough for the earring, for the wire to go through? I think this might work, but I'm not sure. And I'm thinking my bigger ones are probably not going to work. I'm going to go ahead and poke out the holes. The eyes, come on, I want to poke out the eyes. Okay, so Leslie says yes, 1/8 of an inch is good. Okay, I'm going to run this through one more time with a cardstock shim and see if I can get the eyes to go through. Let's hope I didn't shift this at all. Okay, I did not shift it, but it doesn't look like it's one. There we go, it did. Okay, so using a cardstock shim definitely helps when you're cutting through your shrink eating plastic. Okay, gonna do the other one because they have to match. I'm lining it right back up in there, puzzle piece it in. Putting my cardstock shim on there again and running it through one more time. There we go. Little eyes popped right on out. Yay! So if you have trouble with your die cutting, regardless of what kind of die cutting you do, if you try it with a paper shim, a cardstock shim, it may help. So it's kind of an experimentation thing. So that is kind of a big hole. That's okay. We're going to make it match on the other ghost. Yeah, I'm starting on a whole new project, aren't I? Okay, so we have those. These I'm going to put off to the side because if I keep working on this, I'm not going to get done. I will get these finished up while we're doing the giveaway because all it's going to take is a heat gun. That's all it takes to actually get those done. All right, now we need to cut out our little... I think I want to cut out the pizza. Oh, I wanted to do more vellum ghosts. We're going to do that. And I need to cut out the pizza. The pizza is important. The other pieces, not as important, but... I can always add those little bits later if I want. Here is another piece of cardstock. So we can cut out our pizza bits and then we can color them up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So this one is supposed to be, this is the cheese. Of course, I just changed my mind. I'm not going to color. I'm going to just cut them right out of some scraps. So we're going to have the pizza is going to be a little bit orange. So let's do I think this is a good orange for both the pizza and the pumpkin. And then I need some brown for, do I have any brown out still? I was doing some cutting with some brown earlier. Nope, it doesn't look like it. So I need some brown for the crust. It could be a nice light brown. This one I think will work fine. Where's the dye? Actually, so that's, which one is that? This is the crust. Okay, this is the crust, so the crust needs to be brown. I'm trying to figure this out. Usually they have this, if you have two things to cut out on the same die, they usually are supposed to be the same color, or they're typically used for the same color. So this one is the crust. This one is actually the pepperoni. So I could do it on, I could still do it on the orange, and that way I don't have to cut out the, I don't have to cut out a separate, I don't have to color both of them. That's what I was trying to say. And then we have this piece, which is the cheese, which I need it to be yellow. And I'm looking for my yellow scripts, which are also in my orange scripts. That's right. So we're going to have yellow cheese this time. Oh, I see. Okay, that's why. Okay, this is my orange piece for my pizza. I'm using up too much space on there for that one ghost. Let me cut that down so I have more space and I can do a bunch of stuff on this first cut. There we go. So we have the crust. We have the front of our pumpkin. We have the back of our pumpkin. We have our cheese. So how many of you guys have crafted along with the card chaos thing? Because I finally saw somebody shared, I don't remember who, sorry if I don't say your name, but thank you for sharing that. I think it was Ruth, by the way. I think it was Ruth. This one I'm going to do in red, so it's with pepperoni. Let me put my yellow away. For some reason I had some red in with my orange. I don't know why. But I just finally saw that, and they're basically trying to do 15-minute cards, and yeah. I think it's where they have to, I don't know, I didn't watch enough of it to see. It's like I got started on it, and then I got busy with something else, so I didn't have time. It is what it is. But are they actually doing start to finish with no thought ahead of time? Or I think they're actually, at least the blue, it isn't blue cheese. Well, this is the stuff that, blue cheese is not yucky, but this is the cheese that is dripping down on a pizza. You know, I don't think you usually put blue cheese. Do you put blue cheese on a pizza?
Sure.
Todd says sure. He thinks it's good.
Tasty.
He says tasty. Okay, so we have another vellum ghost. I love my vellum ghosts. And we have our little jack-o'-lantern face. And we have our pizza crust and our pizza cheese and our pizza pepperoni. Pepperoni is, yeah, it's lovely on pizza. I love that. Why does this look like it might be wrong? Because it is. I was wrong. This piece here that was with this background for our pumpkin, which I'm just leaving it with the pumpkin having red eyes, I think. I've got to cut that one out again out of some more brown. Because I had it backwards. So I'm glad y'all don't mind me making mistakes. Where did I put the die? So this one's correct. This is the cheese. Okay, this one is the one that's supposed to be brown. And then this one is the one that is supposed to be red. Is that right? Yeah, this one's the one that's supposed to be red. I might be able to... Oh, that won't work. Figuring out the layers is somewhat important when you're cutting out the different colors. Ruth wants to know, Todd, are you moldy? As in moldy cheese? Oh, no, she's not asking. She's saying you are moldy. He's ignoring us, by the way. He just said what? Ah. When we see you make mistakes, it makes us feel better when we make the same mistakes. Exactly. It's like, I'm just like you guys. sometimes I look at a die and I think I have it in my brain right, but you don't know 100% until you actually cut it out. Idolite says, did you know that Crafty Owl's using the same melody for her Halloween series as you use for the Dancing Zombie? I'm not surprised. That is one that I've been using the last couple of years because it is one of the free ones that I think it's actually one with YouTube Music, and it is one of the free ones that is also copyright free. So there are not a whole lot of, well, there's getting to be more, which is good. Okay, I want to put together this pizza. And I know you guys, with it being 12:51, we've been on almost an hour. I'm trying to keep these down to an hour. It doesn't always work, but yep. I think I heard that one probably on something from Amy R. Probably. Okay, so now you can see how it layers up. So we've got the little bit of crust showing there, and the rest of it's covered up, and then we're going to have the cheese going over the top. Okay, let's go ahead and add these bits and make our little pizza. I need a tool to pick this up so my fingers are not in the way. Where's my thing? Here's one. I've got another one. I don't know where I put the other one. Dies with lots of parts. It would be nice if they came labeled direction sheet. Well, you know what? Spellbinders does have something on there. I'm trying to think of how to say it. A lot of the dies now have got, as part of the packaging, directions as to how they go together. Now, these are small enough sets. I mean, you get 13 of them in this one box, right? 13 die sets with just one box, and that makes it so that I don't think it would make a lot of sense. You would probably get everybody confused if you did that. That's just my thought on it. Okay, now we got it. That's going to be our pizza. Okay. So they actually do a lot of that, but that's also one of the reasons why we've got so many videos up. If I have trouble even with an older set, if I forgot how something went together, I can usually look at an older video and see how everything was supposed to go together. So that's one of the things that I'm hoping that all of the influencers are providing for you guys. Don't feel bad about going and looking it up on YouTube. That's what YouTube is for. So we have us a little pizza. Okay. And Todd's thinking, oh my God, the witch voice is coming out. And this little pumpkin, look at his little face. He's got the cutest little smile, so I do have to put him together. Haven't decided if I'm using him on this card or I'm going to save him, because you know what? I can use bits from different ones. Hey, Miss Norma, welcome in, honey. I am trying to be almost done. We have got our pumpkin together. I need to decide, well, I don't really have to decide on which sentiment, but I do need to get it stamped, and then we're going to put everything together. Right now, oh, I did want to do one more little vellum ghost. Where was my other, here we go. I'm going to cut out one more vellum ghost. And I may not use them all on this one card, but I may. So at this point, we're pretty much almost ready to put everything together. So I need to do a poll. That's my YouTube one. Let me do it on YouTube, I think. Start a poll. Do we want to do snap in? Okay, we have action wobbles, and then we have the snap and slide. So do we want to do snap and slide? Or do we want to do wobble? So I just started that one over on YouTube. I thought I had my Twitch one popped out. Do I not have it popped out? Let me do that again. That's not what I was trying to pop out. I want to pop out my chatty chat. So I thought I had it popped out already. Because that might be why I wasn't seeing some of the things that I was thinking I was supposed to be seeing on a different thing. Yeah. So let me see if I can start a poll over on Twitch as well. And so you guys need to let me know what you think. Which one do we want to do? Snap and slide or wobble? Okay, so I'm going to give y'all about a minute to get your votes in. And I don't remember if I actually finished cutting this guy out, so I'm going to do it now. So right now on YouTube, Wobble is winning with 67%. So we know that that one's going to be quick and easy. By the way, I will be using the snap and slide. I'm really excited about that. I'm probably going to have that as my next design team project that's going to be out on the 11th, although I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to use it yet. I'm glad I had an excuse to show y'all. I also still need to do a video once I've made a few cards with it, introducing it and showing it to y'all. So there will be video showing how to do all of that coming. Okay. So this is going to be our background panel. And this is actually texture you can feel. So when you win it, when you get the card, if you are the winner, you're going to be able to feel that fun texture. Just don't knock off all my ghosts. Oh, I think that's what I'm going to do. Before I trim this down, let's go ahead and put the ones that are going to go in the background. And I had out underneath things. Where did I put my, where did I put that stuff? This is what happens when I get out too many things to play with. This is what I'm looking for. I was looking for my artist tags. Let me grab out one of those. So on the Twitch side, Snap and Slide won with 2 votes. And on the YouTube side, Wobble won. There were 12 votes total, so I'm pretty sure that the Wobble won. So we're going to say that the Wobble won. I'm going to use this for at least one. I'm going to go ahead and just, we're going to try how it's going to look like. Okay, so the background I think is really cool. Again, we will be making backgrounds similar to that in our workshop this weekend. That's actually tomorrow. I need to send out another email about that. So that's going to be tomorrow. And this stuff that I am trying to get the release paper off of because I don't know which side is which. Come on, open up. It doesn't always want to work. Kelly's comment was held for review because it was so many emotes. I just put that up there. That's fine. Did I delete it? I didn't want to delete it. I wanted to show it. Did I hit the wrong button? I'm sorry. One piece of pizza and so many ghosts. Of course, they're going to fight over it, right? I want a piece of you. This is not wanting to do what I'm wanting it to do. Sometimes my nails don't want to let me separate things. Okay, so one side is release paper, the other side is sticky. So I'm going to put my little ghost right there. And I'm going to put another one reverse right there. So they're going to be facing each other. I might as well do them all while I'm at it. How else am I going to adhere these guys down? So I'm going to do 2. I'm going to do them basically in opposite directions. So Kelly, I'm sorry. I think I accidentally deleted your message, but I think everybody saw all the eyeballs and brains and lungs and pumpkins go all over the screen. So Thank you. Debbie, beat up ghosts in the background with the pizza winner flying above in triumph. Oh my God. So here's kind of an idea. Here's our guy in the middle. And we can have the rest of them coming up. They're not going to be beat up like what Ruth just said. But we could have them flying in from the outside, trying to get to the pizza. So you can't really see the ghosts anymore there, but... So now these little guys have got adhesive all over the... it says I want a pizza, you, like I want a piece of you, but it has pizza, so we're doing pizza. Debbie, you made me chuckle while I'm trying to slurp my noodles. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is a little bit of a pattern on the back of our little ghost here. It looks like some of them may have gotten on the front, but... So we've got a little ghost there. Hey, Kelly. Okay, and then adhering it down, you can definitely see that pattern. Probably because of the texture, but I think it's still going to look cool. So we're still going to do it. We're still going with it. So our glittery ghost is still going to go kind of in the middle. And this one is trying to fly up from the side. And this one's going to also be flying from that side, but from the top. And then we've got this one coming in from the side here. And then this one from the side further up. Actually, I'm going to have him coming from down here at the bottom. And then we can put the cinnamon up at the top. Okay, the reason I was burnishing those down is I want to make sure that they stay down, okay? So next what I'm going to do with this is now I'm going to trim it because we're going to trim off the excess of those ghosts. Remember I had the trimmer out? It does look old and spooky, so you can kind of see through the ghosts, and that is really cool. So we're going to cut this one down right about here. I do kind of want to... I think I'm going to actually cut this a little bit further in and do a white border around the black. Do I want to do that? No, I don't. Okay, this is going to actually still be my standard with 1/8 of an inch all the way around, although I could trim it a little more if I want to. And this side has to be trimmed just a smidge smaller. Okay, so here we go. So now we have some little ghosts peeking in from the sides. I love this. Oh, that looks cool. I love this. I love this. Love, 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 love. Okay, I'm going to pop this one up on foam because I can. What a find. You recently found a Xyron. Oh, yeah. Oh, now that is a really good find. So Christina says, I recently found three Xyron machines brand new at a thrift shop with extra tape. Yeah. I don't use a Xyron at this point, mostly because everything is so expensive just to get started with one. And it's a great way to get adhesive down, but glue's been working fine for me. So everybody's putting in foam. Yes. And then we've got our A7T square. I do want to make sure that that is actually the correct size. In order for the T-square to actually work the way it's supposed to, you kind of need to make sure your card is actually 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Or 5 by 7, in order to make sure that the measurements, when you cut the next one down, you have to make sure that the sizes are correct. Otherwise, you know, it's still going to be off. This one actually, I think the sides are fine, but the top and bottom are actually a little bit short. And that's fine. I could trim it down a little bit more, but I kind of want to keep those ghosties. I love the way that looks. This is so cool. So if I do my 1/8 of an inch, I'm going to look and see what it's going to look like, because this is going to tell me whether or not I actually cut it about right. If I do it there, yeah, it'll be the right size wide. I should put foam on the glitter ghost. No, because we're going to pop that one up on a wobble. Right? You guys voted and we're doing a wobble. So I'm going to line it up with that edge and then eyeball it. Wobble with me, country guy. Did I do that right? Yes. Look at my ghosties. I love my ghosties. Okay, we're almost done with the card. Now I need to decide, am I going to use one of these big, massive wobbles, which I have not used before, but looks like would probably, it's almost fit. Or do I want to use one of my minis? Yeah, Stephanie says, oh yeah, I forgot. Otherwise, it would definitely be going up on foam. You do know that. I'm going to save these for bigger Terry says I wobble with my possum. Yep. So we have our little wobble. And where are my eyeballs? I need my eyeballs, because we're going to put eyeballs on this guy. I am putting eyeballs on him. Where'd I put my eyeballs? Did y'all steal my eyeballs? I know that sounds so wrong. So it's not in that drawer. It's not in that drawer. Doesn't appear to be in this drawer. Huh. One moment, please.
Please like and subscribe to the channel.
I am to my eyeballs. They were here. And you guys saw I have a big bag of them, and the big bag is now hiding. And I don't know where it's hiding. Going through all of the drawers. Even the ones that are empty, I'm going through to find my eyeballs. I'm thinking it's got to be under something, but I cleaned this out not long ago, which means it should be somewhat easy to see. Well, I think what I'm going to do, I am still going to do the eyeballs, but I'm not going to do them at the moment because I'm not going to keep up. I'm not going to... You love my YouTube presentation. Thank you. Even though I'm kind of out of it and not doing what I need to be doing. We will be adding eyes to our ghost, although he doesn't really need them. Just saying. I think I am going to be adding eyeballs to him after I figure out where I hid them from myself. So I know nobody here has ever hidden any of your crafting supplies from yourself, have you? No, we would never do that. I'm going to put my little wobble on the back of my little ghost here. And I need to put the pizza. I do want to say hello to Miss Yvonne from Georgia. Welcome in. And to Joanne. You caught us right when we're getting done. But that also means you got here in time for our giveaway because I will be giving this card away. And why don't we go ahead and start that right now. And I have to make sure that I did do the reset, which I think I did. Okay, R2D2. So if you want to win our little ghosty card that's not 100% finished yet, I would love for you to type into the chat !join because I will be giving this little guy away. Jen wants to know, Todd, where did you hide the eyes? I will find them. I'm sure I just hid them from myself somewhere. It happens. Okay, we do have a couple of things I still need to do. I need to put the sentiment on here. I want a piece of you. And I need to put the little pizza on our little guy's hand. And I did decide to go with the glittery ghosty. And this is a little bit clogged. We have a kitty across the screen. We have 16 entries so far, so if you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch, be sure to type that into the chat. !join to get in on the giveaway. Tweezers, there they are. Okay, this one. What was that? A Borpa ghost. Thank you, Ryan. Oh, Christina, thank you, honey. You said that I didn't hide them from myself. I put them in a safe place. Yeah, so safe that I can't find them. Or can't find them quickly. That's what happens. Putting more glue on there. And I'm going to grab my acrylic block before I do this because with the wobble, it's going to slide a little bit. So let's put that up here.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Okay. There we go. Okay, so somebody asked something and Idolide answered Joanne. So let me see what Joanne asked. I don't see the question, but that's okay. And Ruth just added that as a quote. Of course she did. You didn't hide them from yourself. You just put them in a safe place. Okay, putting these guys to the side so hopefully I won't lose them. I don't want to lose my dies. And who just did the check-in? Lady Cricket Bug, welcome in, honey. Thank you so much for popping in. Okay, I need to do the sentiment on this one. Let's get out our MISTI. And this is still flat enough that it should still work. What does I piece of you mean? It says I want a piece of. It's a play on words. So let me grab the sentiment out again. Make sure that I read it right. Because I piece of you isn't what I'm thinking it says. It says I wanna piece of you. So it's basically saying I want a piece of you. Like, I want a piece of you. It's a cute thing. Okay. Thank you, Ellen. And welcome in. Welcome in to everybody who I have not already said hello to yet. Give you another big warm welcome. Thank you so much. Cute aggression. Exactly. So I'm going to put our little, I want a piece of you up at the top. And we're going to do what we've done the last couple of times, or what we've done multiple times. We're going to do heat embossing. We're going to heat emboss our little sentiment right straight on here. And yesterday we saw that as long as you do the foam right.
You love me. You really love me.
Thank you, country guy. By the way, I do hope to get to play some Fortnite today, so hopefully I'll get to play with you. I haven't gotten a chance to do that in, forever. Yeah, I've been busy. Oh, I like that. I think I'm going to put one more layer of ink, and then we're going to heat emboss it with some white. Yeah, that's going to look good. And you want to try to avoid the vellum. The vellum can melt. You do not want it to melt. So it probably would have been a better idea for me to actually have done the embossing first, which I thought about and then I forgot. And this is some Recollections embossing powder. And I, again, neglected to use my anti-static powder tool. But that's okay. Also, if you buy something from the shop on the web store instead of in-game, you get free black backbling. Okay, just remember to use my creator code Debbie J when you do that. Okay, Ryan? I know it's like I forget about it. I think the last couple of times that I got my my season pass, I forgot to change it and put it back in there because it goes away after a little while. Okay, sentiment is nice and bright. And let's hit it one more time, make sure I got all of the plastic bits. There we go. So that looks good. I'm loving how this card is coming together again. I rotate and potate. I'll have to go back and look, Ruth. I'm trying to make a card here, honey. I am pretty good at watching the chat as I craft, but that's probably one reason why it takes me longer to create a card. But I want to hang out with you guys. I want to do all the things and it just doesn't always work. All right, we got this guy up. I will clean my stamp in a bit. I am going to pull out that heat tool again in a minute, but we're going to finish up this card first. Only thing we have to add to it after this is the googly eyes when I find them. So I will take pictures once everything is done. I want to get it done because I'm trying to get my pictures up pretty quick. Okay, the pizza is coming off. I think that's because I didn't put enough glue in the right places. So I've got it on the ghost hand, but I don't have it on the underside of the pizza. So let me get that on there real quick. So I need to add it to the entire back of the pizza. Come on out of there. This is not working because I didn't clear it. I hadn't used my glue press. Yeah, I'm doing this after I've got the release paper off. And I'm dropping my keyboard and all the things. Okay, almost. Country guy, you potato you. Thank you, Yvonne. You don't need a mini glue. Oh, now this is too small for me needing a mini glue dot. For a minute there, I thought, well, we don't need one on the back. But yeah, you could do that. I use liquid glue a lot for pretty much all my things. So I'm going to put this one right about there. I want a piece of you. I think this is so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him back under our block for a minute. And why am I doing that? That's because I have another thing that we're gonna do. I really need a container to put this in though. I'm gonna put it in here. These are shrinky dinks. So because we cut the little ghost out of some shrink plastic. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, if you want in on the giveaway for the card, type !join in the chat. So let's shrink these little guys up. I haven't done a shrinky dink in a while, and I always assume that this stuff still works, which it does. Look at that little guy is getting all shrunk up. Okay, he's mostly done. He's basically just a little bit needs to be flattened out a little bit more. So I'm gonna get him flattened out. So I'm gonna have myself some little ghosty earrings. Okay, so this guy I'm going to turn him over and we're going to heat him from the other side. Okay, I think that is about as good as he's going to get. I'm going to Okay, this is a little bit warped, so I think I need to flatten him out a little bit more, and I'm going to have to use my acrylic block for this. And yeah, I think it's clean enough. I know, these are going to be so cute. And the reason for the container, for you guys don't know, the reason I did that is I didn't want them to blow away. And I'm just heating it back up some so that I can flatten it out better. Because I want my little ghost to be flat. There we go. And this this cools pretty quick. Oh, he's so cute. And is the other one good? I think I'm going to flatten that one out a little bit more as well. And whoever told me that using that the 1/8 inch was perfect size for the holes, thank you, because it is. This is going to be perfect to be able to put on some earrings. Kelly says, I just spent $113 on what? Okay. Sussex has a kit for it with the net thing to put it on while you shrink it. It's on your list. Yeah, you can get that. I thought about that, and I thought, I don't do shrinkings often enough to want to get anything extra. I think the last time I did it in a little metal, like a little aluminum pie tin that I got at the Dollar Tree. But to be honest, if you hold on to it in the hole, you've got it good. Who just said hello? Hello. Crystal, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch, honey. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so now I've got these guys that I'm going to be able to make into some earrings. And just for reference, again, they are cut the same size as the ghosts on the card. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the giveaway. We have 24 people in the giveaway so far. If you have not already entered, just type !join in the chat to get in on the giveaway, because we will be giving away this card. I'll make a mom and a baby for this one. Well, the thing is, when you shrink it down, it's going to be this size. You can't really make another one that's going to be bigger or smaller, because this is the size that the shrinking shrink down to. And this is like what? About a quarter of the size? 1/4? I think these are so cute. Yeah, I'm gonna make myself some earrings. Anyway, this is gonna be our giveaway for today. Has everybody gotten in? Has everybody hit the button to join? Has everybody not hit a button? Has everybody typed !join to get in on the giveaway yet? While we wait, I think I'm gonna pop up a zombie. Is that the right one? No, that's not the right button. One of them is the right button. Spectacular. Thank you. Okay, it's that button. All right. I have buttons that apparently don't all work. I don't know. Some of them work, some of them don't. It is getting closer to Halloween time, so I do need to make sure all of my Halloween buttons work, and I may create some new things. But look at the ghost. I love this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the giveaway. Is everybody ready? No, apparently not, because we have bats. I think it's !Jack. I think. So the pumpkin, I think, is Jack. So Christina says ready. Christina wants the card. And Ellen is ready. Okay, guys, let me go ahead and we're going to do our drum roll. And who is going to be the winner? One thing, this thing, I just hit a button and it picks somebody. Sometimes it's the new people. This time it is Miss Ilka. There's Jack. I don't have one for dog. I don't have one for dog. Okay, so Miss Ilka, once Jack's done, you are the winner of this card. And I think I'm going to finish up the earrings. All it takes is just putting the little bits on the jewelry stuff. So I'll do that one probably today, which means I'll probably be wearing these tomorrow. And if I can make them dangle enough, I'm going to see if I can make them dangle. If I can't make them, if I decide not to make them dangle, I will at least take off my headphones so you guys can see them. Okay. So anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow for day 5. A reminder, tomorrow we also have a workshop where we're going to be doing textured backgrounds for Halloween cards using Simon Hurley paste, because Simon Hurley pastes are awesome. Oh, let me put the form in. Here's the form for Miss Ilka to fill out. It is also in the description on YouTube. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow at noon for day 5. We're going to do day 5 at noon tomorrow, and then at 3 o'clock tomorrow is going to be the workshop. If you guys still want to get in on the workshop, let me find the button for that. Here's this one, so you can sign up there. I think for next month, I'm going to make sure that it is available for you to do the subscription thing on the new membership website, and I want to make sure that that is all available for you guys as well. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, Joanne. I hope I see you again tomorrow. I hope I see all of you guys tomorrow. And if you have any crafty friends that you want to come hang out with us, passes along. I would love for them to come and join us as well. You guys have a wonderful day. Oh, I almost forgot. We're not done yet. I have to do, if I can find the right one, we have to do credits, but I have to push the right button for credits or it does not work. That's not the right one. Here we go. Show that, and we have to roll credits so I can thank all of my wonderful channel members on YouTube and on Twitch. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. You guys are just awesome, and I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much. Also want to thank everybody who have participated in the chat. Thank you guys so much, and again, I will see you guys tomorrow. And I'm looking for another button. I don't know where my other button is. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow at noon.